Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Alicia, but my friends call me Pinky, so feel free to do that. Today we are drawing kawaii food doodles. They're just quick doodles that anyone can do. They're super easy. You make them kawaii really by just putting faces on them, though some of them don't. I don't know if I put faces on all of them. If I didn't, it's total blasphemy, but it is what it is. So we're doing all kinds of really cute ones. We're going to start out with kind of breakfast foods, and then we're going to move into like veggies and fruits, and then candy, I think, and then just whatever else I can think of until I run out of room on my iPad. All of these things are done using Procreate, and it's not needed, of course. It's just the way I prefer to draw, and you know, it is what it is. But you can also do these on paper. They're great for like your journaling, things like that. Especially like, I love the little breakfast icons. You can put those all kind of together. They're also good for just creating doodles, like when you're bored, when you want something to do but you don't know what you want to do. They're a great way to kind of just spend the time. So we're just going through a bunch of different breakfast options right now. You got your eggs and your bacon and your sausage and I didn't do home fries. Oh jeez. There's toast, there's pancakes, there's lots of stuff. I couldn't even tell you how many there are. I didn't count them. There's a lot of them, but I did not count. So that's my bad. You know what? However many there are, that will be in the title. So there you go. I hope everybody is doing well. I did want to just say thank you. I had a few people reach out to me last week, I think it was. I know my energy just kind of wasn't really in the video. It wasn't there. I was just having a really rough day with pain and with medication. I increased my dosage. I have back problems. So I'm kind of waiting to see what the problem is and whether or not I need surgery, things like that. So in the meantime, I've been taking medication to kind of help with the pain, and it doesn't help. Essentially is how that goes. So because it's not helping, I have to increase. So last week was kind of when it really hit me hard on the increase. I increased slowly, but it does kind of make me a little bit loopy, and it just kind of makes me a little bit sad and weird and overwhelmed, and it's it's not a very good feeling for me, and I don't like feeling like that. So I do apologize, because I do know that my last video was not as, peppy and nice and stuff. Unfortunately, that's just life. Sometimes I just don't feel good. I try my best to kind of, not show that, but sometimes I can't even, you know what, I didn't think it was that bad, but then kind of listening back on it, I was like, oh yeah, I do kind of sound a little bit like, not quite as like, I don't know, me, I guess. Unfortunately, that's just a side effect, but this week I do feel better. We were gardening yesterday, which is why my fingernails look horrible, so please don't judge my nails in the video. I did some planting. We also went, every other Saturday I go spend time with my nephew, so we went and we had some pizza, and we decided we need something new to do. We were doing a pizza kind of tournament to decide what the best pizza was in our town, our city that we live in. Or, well, rather, the city he lives in. I just come and visit. So, of course, pizza is on this. I did make pizza because it would be horrible if I didn't. But we decided we tried to decide on something new, and then we finally came up with something. So he wants to start a podcast with me, and it's going to be about trains. I know nothing about trains. The only thing I really know about trains is that I've done a bunch of train mandalas for my nephew. That's pretty much how it started. He liked to play mandalas, or liked to color mandalas, but he couldn't find any that had trains in them, so I made him train mandalas, and that's essentially how my Monday mandala kind of took off. I also just want to mention, I made grapes, and they are the jankiest looking grapes I've ever seen. I have a grape bush. His name is Gerald, and I think he would be, I would never want him to see this. But anyway, so we're going to do a podcast, and it's going to be called A and Derailed, which I just love it. His name starts with a D. My name starts with an A. That's where the A and D comes from, rail, and then it's ED in brackets. I'll link the channel below because we will put it on YouTube, but we're also going to do a podcast. It's very, very new. You know what? If you're interested in trains, I mean, you know, whatever you like, it's your thing. Feel free. I am not a train enthusiast. I'm not a rail fan. He is obsessed, I think, really, at this point. He does have autism, and apparently that's kind of a thing. A lot of people with autism like trains. And I would say that I think that kind of is true, because he loves trains, but also he has like two friends with autism and 2 friends with ADHD. I think that's right. Anyway, a lot of them like trains. They all hang out and they watch trains together. So it's gonna be him essentially talking about trains and me trolling the poor kid. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun for me. It'll drive him insane, but that'll be even more fun. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and I'm actually really excited about it. I'm not excited, but I mean, I have no idea what I'm doing or what I'm talking about. I did join a couple of Facebook groups because I just thought I want to know something, and I'd love to come to the table and be like, hey, did you know this? And you'd be like, no. And I'd be like, oh, you didn't? I thought every train lover knew this. You know? I doubt that'll happen because he knows literally everything, and he's like a literal genius. So this is probably not going to happen for me. But if I could find a fact or something that he doesn't know, I would love it. Also, this thing that I'm doing that's like, it's a baked potato is what it is. I don't know if that comes across, but I don't know. Anyway, so what else is new? I have a bunch of drawings that I have. A bunch of like, I've been doing nothing but drawing really for videos. So I'm really excited because I've got a lot of like what you guys asked for in the poll. I've got a lot of like number of this many doodles, this kind of doodles, that kind of doodles. So if you have any kind of themed doodles that you want to see below, like if you want to see like, I don't know, Harry Potter doodles, or doodles like vehicle doodles, or bullet journal doodles, like things like that, let me know. I also have some kind of like, I love the idea of like turning this kawaii. So I have some like bullet journal banners that I've been drawing, but like making them a little bit cuter. So I've been trying that. I've got a bunch of ideas anyway. I've also been doing the, oh geez, it just left my brain. Tutorial book. So I've almost completed that. It's a commission that I have. It's one that I signed a contract for and everything. It's super exciting. I can't talk a lot about it, but I'm working on that, and those are almost done. I also have some that I think I may just redo for the book. I don't know, because I think it's too much. So I've got some editing of that to do. I have to send those in. What else? It's summer here where I am. So, I mean, we're doing a lot of work outside. Thankfully, I have brothers that will come and help, and they were super great last week. They came over. We got my chicken coop up, which my chicken coop, I've literally had it for years and years and years at this point. And we just never put it up because one thing, this thing, that thing, you know, whatever, you know, life type thing. So we finally put that up. We are going to fashion a chicken run. It has one, but we want to make it bigger. We're going to do that. My mother's going to grab some wood on tomorrow, essentially, and then I will be able to build that. We're going to do it in panels, so it's easier for us to like take down in the winter if we need to, things like that. And it'll be easier for me to do it. I can do it like essentially up on the deck. Like I don't have to be down on the ground or doing anything kind of super strenuous. It'll be a lot easier that way as well. So that's going on, and then we'll soon have chickens. That's the plan anyway. My brother said he would get them the next day and never did, but that's just my brothers. They're always telling me that they will do something and then forget, so I'll just remind them and it'll be fine. But yeah, so he's doing that. And then what else? Yeah, I mean, it's summer here, so we're doing a lot of different things outside. We have a huge yard, so we have a bunch of like plans for things. We have a boat that we want to turn into a pond. we have so many things and so many plans, and unfortunately, because I have been in so much pain, it's really hard to kind of make those plans come to fruition. But, you know, I'm trying. I'm doing what I can when I can, and that's pretty much all I can do, right? So, and you know what? If anyone else is out there and they're dealing with things like something like this, like, doesn't even have to be physical. You know, I've learned you do what you can when you can, and when you can't do any more, stop. And it seems like such a simple thing to say, but it's true. And it's one of those things where it's like, you kind of need to tell yourself, because I will go and go and go and go and go until the next day I can't get out of bed. And that's no good. Like, you know, you need to know when to stop. And I get that, like, you want to go when you can, because trust me, I'm right there with you. When I don't feel like horrible, I want to do everything. It's just not possible. So, you know, prioritize what needs to be done, but prioritize it always behind yourself. And, you know, look after yourself for sure. Anyway, that's my soapbox. And yeah. What else? Oh, so yesterday too, I bought fish. That was a whole thing. We went to the pet store for like a quick 20-minute thing. Go in. It's a brand new pet store, so we want, you know, promote the new people coming into town type thing. But also they have fish that I thought, all right, like, it was advertised that they have the fish that I want. And we go in, I get the fish that I want. And I got 2 snails. I got 3 male guppies. I got 4 female guppies. And then I got like a swordfish, like each, like two of each. So I did that, and I thought that was pretty good. I didn't think it was too bad. Oh, and then I got also 2 plants. Sorry, I'm a liar. I got 2 plants as well. Like, I'm a liar. How would you know? You have no idea. I want to be truthful. Anyway, the 4 female guppies that I got, I'm looking at them and I'm like, these are not female, these are male. I wanted the female ones. So then we had to go back, and the codes were all, it was very weird. Like, she wrote the codes wrong, but she had to write the codes with like marker on like the dry erase paper, and we're around water. Like, it just, to me, I was like, not for nothing, but process improvement here. Maybe we should look at a different way to do this. Anyway, so we got our fish, we got them home. There were a bunch of babies in with the female guppies, and it kind of worried me, because I was like, hey, you have babies in with the guppies, just so that you're aware. And the people at the pet store were like, how are there babies in there? And I'm like, because they're live bearers. I was very worried. I'm like, okay, so you guys don't even know how to I'm like, maybe I should take all of these guppies, because now I feel bad. Like, you obviously don't know how to care for them. So then they were like, well, but how did they even get pregnant? I'm like, they totally came pregnant. I'm like, they're female guppies. Of course they came pregnant. I'm like, I got a female guppy at home right now, and she is full on pregnant. And I got her that way. Like, that's just the way guppies are. I don't know if people have fish. But anyway, that happened, and it took forever, and the babies were cute. I showed some kids, they loved them. But yeah, so that was fun. Our dogs freaked out because we were gone all day, but it was a fun excursion. I know my mom was probably just like, oh my god, shoot me now, but for me, it was a lot of fun. And I enjoyed being the one to not have to to not drive. I was definitely the passenger, which was nice too. And yeah, so I did have something else I wanted to say, and then it completely left my mind. And I know I usually just do these videos and you don't have to listen to me, so let me know in the comments. Do you prefer listening to me, or would you rather just me be quiet and you listen to music? Either way, it's totally fine. I don't know. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. Okay, so we're at the pet store, and there's like these people that are just like down on the ground looking around and whatever, right? And I'm like, what? I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, did you lose a mouse? Being completely and totally sarcastic. To which the one woman says, yeah, we were putting it in the enclosure and it just jumped out of her hand. I'm like, it jumped out of your hand. So then I'm freaking out because I'm terrified of mice. I had a major, anyway, so when I was younger, I'll tell you the story now. I only have like a couple of minutes left in this video, so hopefully I get to it. Anyway, so I had a dog when I was younger. We had a collie. She used to bring me dead animals because she was like mothering me for whatever reason. Apparently she thought I couldn't hunt on my own, which is totally valid because I couldn't. But she would bring me dead animals. One morning I woke up with a half-dead rat. Half-dead rat. I am totally serious. On my chest. I screamed. I jumped out of bed. Well, I didn't jump out of bed. I screamed. My brother came into my room because he was like right next to my room and was like, oh my God, what? And then I jumped out of bed. The rat, I don't know what happened to it. I have no idea. But I was terrified, and I'm still terrified now to this day. Rats and mice, I just can't do. Anyway, they didn't find that mouse. We were in that store for like an hour with these fish things. They didn't find the mouse or get the mouse the whole time. I was just like, I'm losing my mind here, and they're taking forever, and they're wanting me to sign up for things, and I'm like, just give me my fish so I can get out of here. I was like, Mom, if that mouse has attached itself somehow to your body, like, you're staying, like, you better dust yourself. Like, I'm freaking out. Anyway, so that happened, and then I wanted to get some other stuff, but we didn't have time. But anyway, those are my stories for the day. I hope you guys have a great week and a great weekend, what's left of it. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know in the comment section if you did, or if you have any suggestions or anything. I always love hearing from you guys, and I really enjoy your comments, especially when they're kind. Otherwise, have a great day, guys. And thank you so much. Love yous. Bye.